cold, yes.
Very chilly across the Northeast. Temperatures actually well below average. And yesterday, those wind chills were down in the teens through most of the day. But take a look at where we're at right now. Buffalo, excuse me, it feels like 10 degrees. New York feels like 14 degrees. Saranac Lake feels like 20 below. But it's also 20 below, so not much of a wind chill going on out there. Portland, 15, feels like 3 right now. Now, later on this afternoon, temperatures will be a little bit warmer than yesterday and a lot less windy. So we're not looking at it to be as brutal as it was yesterday, but still 30s and 40s, so a little bit below average for this time of year. But a warm-up is on its way for the weekend. Look at Cleveland. Friday, 70.
I'm not even watching anymore. Arizona's out, so you know what? Done.
Bracket busted.
Done. I'll try.
Let's talk about the weather.
Yeah, it's feeling a little bit better for us. But
a little better.
Winter is still somewhere. Someone still has winter, and that is obviously still in the Northeast, just at the very top here. Kind of a clipper making its way through, so we are kind of seeing that wintry mix in towards Vermont and New Hampshire, but up in through Maine. Still even the potential for 4 inches of snowfall in some of those hot spots. So sorry for you guys. The rest of us, we're starting to transition. It's starting to feel a lot better out there.
What's it looking like out there?
You know what? It's getting better.
We'll take
it. Whatever we can take, right? So here's what we want to see. High pressure. That means we're talking about that warm air out of the Gulf and right off the Atlantic, finally making its way up. So it's starting to feel like spring and spring. Remember, we had a nor'easter just a couple of weeks ago. So huge change here. Temperatures 10, 25 degrees above average. Notice the map, how many 70s we're seeing. I am loving this. Philadelphia, 70. Today. That is 24 degrees above the average. Roanoke, 71. Columbia getting up there, 78 degrees. Now, as we make our way in through Sunday, it's going to get a little bit cooler in the Northeast, but notice what happens down to the south, almost near 80. Columbia, 79 degrees. Now, as we go in towards next week, this is how we know it is actually spring. It's starting to stay this way. A little bit of fluctuations, but notice even Albany will get a 60. That is huge. You're the coldest out there, at least for today. That's look at the big picture. Let's take a look at your local weather.
It's based on military references and sports and pop culture. Dave and Tim also say that it taps into the tribal instincts of men, bringing them closer together.
Could you feel that?
Yeah. It's one of those, these guys are getting up at, 5 o'clock every morning to get together to work out. But you talk to a lot of them, and it becomes so obvious that it's so...
Ideas, how to transition our wardrobe from winter to spring. Very important this time of year. What are we going to start with?
Completely. You never know whether it's 25 or 65 outside.
Very true.
It changes day by day. So the trench coat, something we've all got in our closets, and it's really easy to layer up with this. And make sure you have a little bit peeking out, and so you really get the full effect of this gorgeous floral dress.
Easy. Love this.
Easy,
all right,
easy.
let's take a look. We have next. Ooh, the shirt dress.
So men's shirting is being a big trend on the runways. Barely a runway that didn't have a white shirt on it. Winter, you can wear it with the pants underneath, flattering on every body type.
We all need a nice cinch. And by the way, big question, what's your thoughts on white? Do you have to wait till after Memorial Day before Labor Day?
Not.
See, you heard it. All right, so let's see what we have third here.
So then we have, obviously, the pleated skirt. This is more of a statement than a basic, but something that's really great to transition from season to season. Here we have, obviously, winter cozy days and